Okay, everyone pretty much should be here now. Um,
19.
I'm positive. There we go. Everyone should have at least 2 invites. And it looks like it's going to be 18 of you. I know there were 17 of you before, but we don't often start the night with a road course. And when we do, it usually is a shitty attendance. We should have maybe started it with Kentucky, but we don't have too many broadcasts this season for our road courses. I think Sonoma's our only one,
Yeah.
and I don't ever broadcast the third race of the night. So I didn't want to stick Road America all the way back there.
Coming to the green, driver. Be ready here. Green flag.
Oh,
Inside.
okay.
You're all clear up top.
34 just about spun it off the start, didn't it?
Yeah, and he's in pit road. Okay. Or, well, he was. Don't know where he was going.
Exit 4.
For some reason, it looks like they're racing each other up at the front of the pack.
Probably true.
Careful, still there. You got room, you're clear there. Two laps to go. Careful, still there. All clear.
Saw the dirt fly and I thought there was a wreck.
Oh shit, sorry.
One more to go.
Bailed out of a flyer. Oh, this one feels pretty good too, though. Should be okay.
It ain't a win, but it's a top 10.
Oh, did I accidentally send the same picture twice or something?
No, I don't know. I don't know yet. I didn't look.
I took a picture of both stages. Maybe I sent the same one twice.
Oh. Alright, when we get in there, send me 2 invites and we'll get the show going.
Okay. How come Ayrton doesn't race anymore?
Full time. It was hard to get him to commit. And every now and then, he's done it like 3 or 4 times, he'll just disappear and drop off the face of the earth sometimes. And then he'll come back after 2, 3, 4 months and then start racing again. You know what I mean? He was never consistent. I don't know why either. I tried to tell him, dude, there's a few series that we have on Heat 5, Gran Turismo, like, I know you'd do really well and maybe win the championship. He was also really good at the IndyCar stuff on iRacing, and he only ran 2 of those out of the 5 races we did. It's like, what are you doing, man? Why don't you come?
I feel like he'd be a contender in the Legend Series.
I do too. I told him that. He
Yeah.
was last year. Last year he was, and then he stopped coming. He was in the 5 car in 2021. Remember that? Custom 5? He was up there in
Yeah.
3rd or... He was in 2nd or 3rd in points when he stopped coming after like 8, 10, 15 races, whatever it was.
He's online now. He's playing F1 2019.
Yeah. Alright, I just got your invites. I'm backing out. That was the other thing. He would often show offline and play other things while we were racing, because suddenly I'd see notifications that he got a trophy in a different game recently and things like that. It was just weird. Like, it was strange. Sometimes he just didn't want to be a part of it.
You can join. We're in the loading screen.
Alright, thank you.
Made Juicy the host. He's got good internet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even with Pablo, I think only one person lagged out, and that was Country Boy. Unless even Steven also lagged out.
I don't know.
Steven was mad about something, so I actually thought he left, but could be wrong. Well, here we go, round 21. Good luck to you, buddy.
Thank you. Are you gonna be able to do 3 broadcasts?
No. Pocono is not getting shown. I might race it. Might just
Alright.
set it up for
Be
you.
ready. Green flag, green flag.
No ways.
Got one outside now.
Oh, looks like we'll have to stop with like 10 to go on the stage.
Still
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right sides of the lefts look good.
Stay on the bottom. All right, you're clear then. Inside. You're all clear on the bottom there.
On my way to the track, by the way. And yellows are on, but relax.
Careful, still there.
Oh, okay.
There's 18 if he was at a mile and a half, I figured. As well.
Something happened to the 25. I don't know what.
Uh-oh.
He lagged a little bit, then dropped to the inside and went all the way to the back.
Still
If
there.
he's in the main chat, he might have been told that he's lagging, and out of respect, might have went to the back. He knows that he's not going to be playoff eligible no matter what. Even if the 25 gets a win, he's still not going to be able to make enough starts to be eligible. You got to do 18 races, regular season races, to be eligible. Whether you have a win or 5 wins, 8 wins, it doesn't matter. You need those 18 starts during the regular season. We have that rule so that way nobody jumps in late into the season and wins a race and then takes a playoff spot from somebody who's been here all season and trying for it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It used to be lower, but then there was 1 or 2 guys that got in, and I never really said this publicly or on the record to anybody, but in my opinion, there might have been a time or 2 when a different driver maybe deserved it more, so we upped it a little bit.
stay high.
How many laps are in stage 1?
39.
Okay.
We're on lap 5.
Got one up top. Clear all around.
Trying to
there.
get a good photo or two of the top 5 battling here, and then I gotta run to the store really quickly, and then I'm gonna start the broadcast when stage 1 is getting closer to done.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna save my voice a little bit, and also it's gonna allow the race we just
clear
did,
outside.
the video, to process on the channel a little bit. Less likely of me lagging out or someone else lagging out with the broadcast being skippy.
Clear low, bud.
There's a few reasons why.
You got room.
The
You're clear
one
there.
just found the wall.
Still there,
I'll be right
inside.
back, buddy. Good luck to you. You're kicking
All right.
ass so
Thanks.
far.
Inside. Inside. Bottom's clear. Yellow's out. Back her down. All right, man. You're coming to the green. Be ready here. The green flag is in the air. Hold your line. Got one outside. Outside, outside. All right, you're clear there. Inside. Still there. Got a car coming inside now. Stay high, stay high. Still there. Still there. All right, clear low. Car there on the inside. All right, clear low. Got a car coming inside now. Careful, still there. Got a car low now. Still there. Careful, still there. Still there. Got a car low now. Still there. Still there? Still there? Stay low, stay low. Car there on the outside. All clear. Careful, still there. Stay low. You're all clear up top there. Outside, outside. You got room, you're clear there. Hold your line, got one inside. All clear. More left, no mistake. Got one down low now. All right, halfway this lap. Stay high up there. Got a car low now. You got room, you're clear there. Car there on the inside. All right, clear low.
Hey, what's up?
Hello.
What lap are you guys on?
23.
Okay, and it's a 40 lap stage, you said?
39.
Okay. Who's leading?
Black Cross.
Still there.
Nice. So the 8, is he in second?
I guess so.
Yeah, I think the 8 of Country Boy is in second, and King Henry is running in third in the 1. Trying to piece it together here from what I see. So I don't think anybody has dropped off the lead lap. What a run by Country Boy so far. Juicy J is in 4th. The 48 of Hollywood's in 5th. Trouble for You is in 6th.
Hollywood's in 9th. He's right in front of me.
Oh, that's the 25. Oh yeah, okay, that's gonna screw me up. So Carman is in 5th. Trouble for You is in 6th. D. Franklin's in 7th. Even Steven is in 8th. And then Hollywood 9th, Year 10th. Pablo Hugo is in 11th. Who's behind Hugo? Oh no, Country Boy's actually in 12th in the 96. I keep forgetting the 8 car. He doesn't drive it in Platinum Cup. It's Info in the 8 car.
Oh.
Info runs part-time once in a while in Platinum Cup on Fridays now. And this is his first start of the season, or his second start of the season, one or the other. I think it's his first. I think he's got points.
Careful.
When the stage has about, I don't know, 10 to go, I'm going to start the broadcast because people are going to start pitting. Right?
We've had a yellow, so we'll be able to make it.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I'm putting the settings in and the broadcast information. Rest in peace, my voice.
It's 11 to go in the stage.
Is there? Yeah, I'm starting it pretty shortly. Here we go.
I need 10 solid laps. Concentrate.
And welcome everybody to the green walls of Kentucky Speedway on NASCAR Heat 5. We are live for round 21 of the 2022 NOSSCAR Platinum Cup Series season. We have 20 drivers out there rocking and rolling for a 134 lap event at Kentucky Speedway. We're working stage 1. There's only 9 laps remaining in stage 1. As of right now, your race leader is the 24 of Aaron Garcia. He comes in as your points leader with 4 wins. He's being chased by the number 8 Chevy Camaro, and that's driven by Noah Underwood, running part-time here and looking for wins, and that is all. Points don't mean a thing to this driver. On the pole for this race, Charles Jackson in the number 1 Chevy Camaro out of the Brett Baker Racing stable. Coming off a strong win earlier tonight at Road America. He's running in 3rd. Jeffrey Robinson Jr., the UCJ Motorsports owner of the Toyota camp there, he's scored in 4th. Strong run for him after qualifying near the back of the field. Harold Burton in the 16 rounds out the top 5. I am NOSSCAR CEO Tyler McMurder, along with my in-race reporter, the driver of the number 17 Ford Mustang, and that is Alex Tesdahl. Alex, thank you a bunch for joining me.
Yeah, happy to be back.
And always great to have you, buddy. You're a Triple Crown winner. You have wins in Platinum Cup, Motormaster, and Trucks, coming off a strong top 10 earlier tonight at Road America. And you spent the first, I want to say 10 laps of this race battling up there for the lead in the top 5. How's the car feeling now that some laps and some distance has winded down?
Well, right now I've got a little bit of nose damage, so it's slightly tight, but, you know, after the stage ends and we get it fixed up and some fresh tires, I feel like we'll have a rocket ship.
Best of luck to you, my friend. Check out the oil temp and see if drill tape is needed.
All right.
And up towards the front. Back up towards the front we go. The race still being led by your points leader, Aaron Garcia, but it's close now, and now we have a battle for the lead and for the stage one win. Here comes Noah Underwood in the number 8 car for Rockstar Racing, and a strong pass there on the bottom over in 3 and 4. He's going to clear them and take the lead as they come off of 4. He'll lead this lap, first lap he's led all race long. They have Pablo Hugo in the full Trickle Days of Thunder looking car just in front of him, the 46 machine. He's going to try to stay on the lead lap here before the end of stage 1, or at the very least, stay the first car a lap down. Cabaretta Spain there. Pablo has a few top 15 finishes this season for him. Coming off a strong top 12 there earlier tonight at Road America. And the battle for the lead is not over. There's still a couple of laps to go here, and Aaron's still right there, has a car length between the two. The draft is very strong, very powerful here at 1.5 miles with this package that they have, the aero package and car package they have. So Aaron should be able to stay right there behind him and keep hounding him all the way to the end of this stage. When we get a moment, Alex, let us know how many are remaining here before we see the green and white checkered flag. We know they click off quickly.
3 to go at the line.
Oh, geez. 3 to go before they settle it. And now, if you're Aaron in the 24, maybe you wait. Maybe you wait and just kind of ride around and follow Noah, save your tires a little bit, stay in the draft, and make the move with a lap or 2 to go. So that way Noah doesn't have very much time to try to regroup and generate a run back on you. Would be the strategy that he's thinking about. Staying in behind them. Now they're working through 3 and 4, and this time when they come out of 4, it's 2 to go before we see the green and white checkered flags. They're going to catch one more car to put them a lap down, and it looks like it's Rush Downing in the 34. He's fighting to stay on the lead lap. He's a former NOSSCAR Outlaw Series race winner with us on Wreckfest. 20 drivers from 4 different countries represented here in tonight's event. The Horsepower 400 is always an action-packed event every year here for the NOSSCAR Platinum Cup Series. We've seen a couple of first-time winners happen here at Kentucky. The green walls of doom. White flag has been shown. Oh. And now Aaron's going to try to use the lap cars of pick. He wasn't able to do it. In fact, it kind of worked against him since they were side by side. Aaron was not able to pull the run off that he wanted to. And now coming through 3 and 4 for the final time, it's going to be the driver at the 8, that is Noah Underwood, arguably the greatest driver in NOSSCAR Platinum Cup Series history without a championship. And he's going to win stage 1. Great start to the event. Aaron Garcia is going to finish in second, and if I'm not mistaken, Rush Downing's going to get that free pass at the end of stage 1. We've only had one caution for an on-track incident, and now this is the second time we've come to a stop. Charles Jackson's going to finish in third. Look like Harold Burden in fourth. And don't forget to pit Alex, and don't forget to take a picture of the top 10 in the stage for us as well. We won't go through the running order. We'll let you do your thing with your pit stops and the photo, and wish you the best of luck in stage 2.
All right, thank you.
The second time in this race, these drivers have had an opportunity to come down pit road and make adjustments, and we do know that some adjustments will be made throughout the race. Higher pressures, maybe some grill tape, maybe on the wedge. These cars typically start out a little bit, you usually want these cars to start out a little bit on the tight side because they're all going to slowly, gradually get looser and looser as the tires wear out and heat up. So you kind of want to find that happy middle so the car is handling at its best in the middle part of the run and not sliding around too much at the end of it. Green flag is back in the air, stage 2 for the Horsepower 400. A great shot of these cars going through 1 and 2 there, 2 by 2 for the most part. You'll see that on the restarts, the inside line is the preferred groove, but as the race goes along, we really do think that the top side is going to get a bit more grip. In particular, it might happen over in 3 and 4 more than it does in 1 and 2. Charles Jackson goes to the inside of Noah Underwood looking for the race lead. Pole sitter in the 1, coming off a strong win earlier tonight at Road America. They'll make it 2 in a row. He's got 2 wins this season in Platinum Cup. Started the season a little bit late, so he's actually seeded 14th in the points standings coming into this one. But those 2 wins and the playoff points that he has are going to go a long way for him once the postseason begins. To the inside now comes Aaron Garcia in the 24. Comes in as the points leader, 4 wins this season. In the preferred line, especially through 1 and 2, he's going to come up as high as he can without contact to Charles, and he's going to try to go outside to inside, use every inch of the track he can. It worked. He clears him and takes the lead. Wow, there's about 12 cars right there, all grouped up and battling for the lead. Dustin Franklin in the 78 car is the one that's slow at the bottom. I don't believe that he was able to successfully make it to pit road under the caution, and therefore is out of fuel over right near the entrance to pit road. He's going to make it there, but he's going to be about 3 laps down, if I had to guess, by the time he's completed his service. Yeah, this is gone from good to bad for Dustin Franklin. Came into this race with high hopes to win. He's always strong on the 1.5 miles, and now we're going to continue to watch the battle for the top 10 positions. Like I said, the top 12 or 13 are still all grouped up, and they're still trying to figure out who's going to make a run for the race lead. How about Jeffrey Robinson Jr.? He is all the way up into 3rd right now, driving for his own team, UCJ Motorsports, fielding a 6-car Toyota team this season, and a few of them are in playoff spots with wins, including himself in a playoff spot but winless, and Trenton Prince in the 20. There are wins for him this year. Now Jeffrey, former NOSSCAR champion with us on NASCAR 15 and Supercross, and has 1 NOSSCAR win in the Legends Series on a heat game with us, and that's also in Cup cars. There's no playoffs or stages. He would love to get that very first Platinum Cup Series win.
Careful, still there.
Running 3rd, and every now and then he's getting a challenge from the 8 car of Noah Underwood down low. Noah, a longtime driver, he knows who Jeffrey is, and he knows that he's here for points and to win this championship.
All right, you're clear.
Driving everybody around him with a lot of respect, that number 8 car is, as he slides now into 3rd. Aaron Garcia, Charles Jackson, Noah Underwood, Jeffrey Robinson Jr., and Harold Burden, your top 5. For that, it's Dawson Brush in the 25 car having a solid run there, part-timer. Time Motorsports. He's up there running in 6th, and now Charles Jackson in the 1 is actually going to give up a top 5 spot to come to pit road. We're going to throw it down to Alex Tesdall. We won't bother you long, buddy, because we know you're in this hornet's nest, but what's up with that? Is there some strategy involved?
Got 1 down low now.
Could be a strategy because the fuel window is open, but I don't know if that'll work for him.
Now. You're all clear up top.
Yeah, I don't know either, because there's no guarantee that he's going to be in the draft when he comes off pit road, and the draft is definitely going to allow these drivers right here in this group to drive away and gap him, I'm pretty sure, even though they're going to have more worn tires. That's how powerful the draft is at Kentucky. He now goes a lap down.
Yeah, and a yellow flag would kill him.
Absolutely. Great point. Now he's trapped 1 lap down, and even if he does get the free pass, he'll have to start at the tail of the field. So it's just all around a risky move to do that. Questionable strategy call there by Charles, but then again, he won at Road America. He's proven that he knows what he's doing. I'll have to see if it all works out for him.
If it stays green, he'll definitely cycle back onto the lead lap, possibly a top 10, but if there's a yellow, he's hurt bad.
Time will tell. Very good points there from our analyst and in-race reporter, Alex Tesdall. He's out there in the top 10 right now in the 17 Ford Mustang. Crimson Axis Motorsports having a good run. He's right now behind the 2-time world champion, Trenton Prince, and they're battling for 9th and 10th. Shout out to Pablo Hugo, driver out of Spain. He runs in 11th. And we should mention Justin Hardy in the 96. Right now up there, scored in 12.
You got room. You're clear.
20 drivers from 4 countries out there rocking and rolling around Kentucky Speedway, the high banks, the green walls, the high draft, and they're having a grand old time, it looks like. Dawson Brush in the 25 getting closer and closer to his Timac teammate, and looks like they might battle for the lead here shortly. Noah Underwood running 3rd. Robinson Jr. running in 4th, and I really wouldn't count out anybody in this race. And as Alex mentioned a moment ago, everybody does need to come to pit road at some point or another in this stage for a green flag scheduled pit stop if it does go green the entire way. And we very well could see some right side tire strategies out of this, maybe even some fuel only. It really comes down to how badly the right side tires and the lefts as well, but it comes down to how badly the right sides are wearing if they want to go with no tires. And a lot of times what these drivers will do, if the right front is wearing more than the right rear and they're trying to make it a 2-tire pit stop and keep it going that way and go out and stay out as long as possible on a stint, sometimes it's better to loosen the car up. If the right rear to wear out just as much as the right front, but then you got to hang on to a loose car. We've got a battle for the race lead. The 25 of Dawson Brush looking to lead his very first lap of the horsepower 400 well down below the yellow line as he comes out of 3 and 4, which is legal here. Man, that was very low. Couldn't quite keep the 25 car down below the 24, and this is allowing Noah Underwood to draw closer, and now he's going to make a move to the inside instead. Four of the top 5 are Timac cars, shining bright here tonight under the lights at Kentucky Speedway. And Dawson Brush is up there spoiling the party in the Rockstar Racing.
Hold your line, got one
Number 8,
inside.
excuse me, Noah Underwood rather, there in the Rockstar Racing. Number 8 running in 2nd. UCJ Motorsports entrant Jeffrey Robinson Jr. running up there in 4th. And what a feel-good story it was earlier this season. The Southern 500 at Darlington Raceway. Dawson Brush went out there in the number 4 Ford Mustang, parked it in victory lane, got himself a ride for the rest of the season in Platinum Cup and full-time for Motormaster in 2023. And now here he is putting that part-time 25 Chevy. Good use. He's up here in the top 3 and battling hard with Noah Underwood and Aaron Garcia for the lead. We're working stage 2 of round 21 of the season. And we'll throw it down to Alex Tesdahl. Alex, how many laps to go do we have?
We're on 17 of 37, so we'll be coming to 10 to go. 20 to go. 20 to go.
Yeah. No problem.
Focused on trying to chase some guys down, so.
Absolutely, your hands are full as well, we understand. Thank you a bunch for the update, and now we have 20 to go in stage 2.
20 more laps for Delta Station.
Good battle here for a position. It's inside the top 10. It's Dave Marks Jr. in the 41 up top with Harold Burton in the 16 and Landon Jenkins in the 88. And I do believe that Dave is on the lead lap and he's having a great run out there.
Careful, still there.
Made a lot of starts and did NOSSCAR on the heat games. Dave in the 41 car has never found victory lane and would love to change that here tonight. He makes a very nice pass up on the outside. And he's up there looking strong in the top 10. I believe he just took over the 6th place position.
Got one outside now.
And the top 3 are still battling with each other. They've kind of separated themselves from the wrestling field. Aaron Garcia, Noah Underwood, and Dawson Brush. And then the next car in line that you would find is the number 9 of Josh Cole Diaz, the 2021 NOSSCAR Legend Series champion. Took him a while, but he has surged out to the front of the 2nd group, and he's brought Jeffrey Robinson Jr. with him. Jeffrey running in 5th, Landon Jenkins running in 6th, Dave Marks Jr. running in 7th. Good action all over the racetrack. There is Dustin Hardy battling with Emily Seri for the 12th place position on the racetrack. And there's Dustin Franklin. Remember, folks, heartbreaking situation for him earlier. Did not get to pit road successfully under caution. Not hit the button in time, and now he finds himself a couple of laps down. And even then, still with some damage to the front end of that number 78 Chevy. And how about Sean Lucas? He's still on the lead lap, no damage to the number 21, Brett Baker Racing Ford, and he's up there looking pretty strong. Still on the lead lap, as I mentioned, in the 13th place position. And that's a bit of a rundown on where some of your favorite NOSSCAR drivers are running. 20 of them out there from 4 different countries for round 21 of the season. We're going to stop the commentary for just a moment here, and we're going to do a good old-fashioned crank it up. Actually, before we do that, I think the 24 might have just signaled that he's coming to pit road this time. And we might be seeing pit stops now, Alex, because Emily Sari is on pit road for service, and now we're watching Pablo Hugo in the 46. He missed the entrance to pit road, and now he flies off of pit road trying to make up any time that he lost, but he's regardless going to drop outside of the top 12 because of that. And now Aaron Garcia in the 24 and Dawson Rush in the 25. They both surrender top 3 spots and bring it down pit road for service. I was going to do a crank it up for us, but we're going to wait this out and kind of watch how this all unfolds. It'll be interesting to see where everybody cycles out in terms of the running order. Now Pablo in the 46 successfully makes it to pit road. Brenton Prince, the 2-time NOSSCAR world champion from Gran Turismo Sport, and that number 20 Toyota Ford UCJ Motorsports, he's on pit road as well. And there you see him. And watching everybody just to kind of see when they're coming to pit road. If I'm not mistaken, this is giving the race lead to Noah Underwood in number 8. He was up there with the other 2 drivers, the other front runners, that being Aaron and that being Dawson, and they have both come to pit road. This leaves Noah out there with no drafting help, but he had such a gap over the second group of cars that he's able to go out there and keep running with the pace that he's running. He shouldn't give up too much time to the drivers behind him. The only ones he might give up some time to is the 24 and 25, the ones he was battling for the stage win with, and now he's got to take evasive action to get around Rush Downing in the 34. Rush was given the free pass at the end of stage 1, and he might be hoping for another at the end of stage 2. A long way to go before he does that, though, and Noah is likely to find more lap traffic before the end of this one. Landon Jenkins has brought the number 88 Chevy Camaro to pit road for scheduled service. And now he's down and away and off of pit road. Still many more cars yet to come to pit road. This has not cycled through whatsoever. Right now it's Noah in the number 8 Chevy Camaro for Rockstar Racing leading the way. 12 Platinum Cup Series wins in his career, and now comes down pit road. Bring Jeffrey Robinson Jr. in the 18 with them, and the one of Charles Jackson, I believe, has just taken over the race lead for the time being. Actually, check that. It's Josh Colm-Diaz in the 9.
Careful, still there.
First lap of today. He will lead in the horsepower 400. Still needs to come to pit road. And he's going to do it this time by. Spoke to him before tonight's races. He's very eager to find victory lane. He finds himself up there in third in the point standings, and he's the only one amongst the top 7 or 8 drivers in the point standings that has no wins this season. And he says that it's kind of bothering him a little bit. He knows he's had a couple of close opportunities to win and find victory lane this season. And something's just happened every single time that didn't go his way. Looking to change that here tonight at Kentucky. It is one of his better tracks. Sorry, folks, just trying to find him. Gives the lead over now to Charles Jackson in the number 1. Actually, no, it doesn't. He pit way early, didn't he, Alex?
Yeah, he did.
So this gives the lead to Harold Burden in the 16, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Yep, he is currently leading.
Inside. Clear down low.
He's the master of fuel consumption, and Harold has actually won races and stages with strategies like that. And we're going to keep asking you questions here, Alex. We're going to bug you a bit longer. Do you think that he can make it the full way without having to stop?
Not a chance.
Not a chance. And how many to go?
I'll let you know in just a second. 7 to go.
And Harold Burden has wins in the NOSSCAR Motormaster Series, Legend Series, and Tailgate Truck Series. Still looking for that very first NOSSCAR Platinum Cup Series race win. And fun fact for you, he actually won the inaugural Legends race at Daytona, the equivalent to the Budweiser Shootout, way back in 2017 on NASCAR 15, driving the number 10 Chevy Camaro at the time. Actually, I believe it would have been a Monte Carlo. This is NASCAR 15 we're talking about, and now Harold looking a little bit slow, going into turn 3 with 5 to go, and he's going to give up the race lead. Some strong, solid camera time for him. In a playoff spot here this season for the Platinum Cup Series. We're looking for that very first career win. And let me know who this gives the race lead to. I know there's a few more that have not fit.
The 21 car.
I thought so. I had it on him actually before you were even talking. Sean Lucas, folks, a long-time NOSSCAR driver from way back in the NASCAR 15 days. Oh! He led the most recent lap this last time by, and he either popped a tire or it sputtered on him and therefore got loose on him going down the back straightaway. He found the inside wall just before entering turn 3, and he's going to give up the lead and come to pit road. Now, where he was in terms of the leaders before the cycle of pit stops, he should be able to stay on the lead lap.
And that gives the one the lead. He might have pulled a genius strategy.
Wow. And hearing from Alex, Charles Jackson has the race lead here at Kentucky with only, I believe, 2 laps to go, or 3 laps to go in the stage, and he's looking to hang on. He's got the 24 of Aaron Garcia about 7 car lengths behind him, and coming strong, coming fast on much fresher tires. Now 2 to go, right, Alex?
I will let you know when I hit the line in just a moment. Yeah, 3 to go.
Oh, 3 to go. Okay, see, now, and that's why I wanted to know, because if it was 2 to go, it might have been enough. Might have just been barely enough for Charles to hang on and win the stage, but Aaron is drawing closer and closer with much fresher tires. And I think he's going to get there in time. He's there now, 2 laps to go, and this is the battle for the stage 2 win.
And unfortunate for the 21, he came out of that 13th a lap down.
Oh, thank you for the update, Sean Lucas. 13th a lap down. So does this leave 12 cars on the lead lap as of now?
11 or 12.
Okay, thank you. And now the battle for the lead is on. He's there and he clears him. Aaron's going to lead this lap. White flag has been shown. The next time by, they will see the green and white checkered to signal the end of stage 2. And Charles is still not giving it up. Old tires or not, he's going to make it interesting all the way to the end. Now about 2-3 car lengths separate them going down the backstretch, so I don't think he's going to be able to draw close enough going into turn 3 to do anything about it. No, he doesn't. Man, it was not from lack of effort, that's for sure. Did he ever get back onto the throttle and drive it out of turn 4? But stage 2 is going to go to the 24 of Aaron Garcia.
Oh, there's a wreck on the front. It looks like it's a yellow car. I didn't see who it was.
And it was Trenton Krentz, the 2-time world champion, and Harold Burden in the 16. It's going to cost them both stage points, but they're both going to hang on and be on the lead lap. They'll be able to make repairs as well. Wow. You're right. I got a piece of it on camera there. There's Harold in the 16. I believe Harold might have actually run out of fuel at the end. Maybe he took only a splash on his pit stop. Don't forget pictures of the top 10 in the stage for me, Alex, and wish you the best of luck in the final stage. What a race we have seen so far for the Horsepower 400. It's an exciting event every single year. The draft is powerful. We always see wild restarts and the start of the race. 2, 3, and 4 wide, and it's going to be no different here for the restart in the final stage. 24's been good, the 1's been good, the 25's been good, the 18's been good. There's been a lot of drivers that have been showing great speed in this race. The 8, the 9, the 88, the 17, and more. There's a lot of drivers that can park in a victory lane here tonight.
Drive safe, be smart.
If I'm not mistaken, I believe that it was the 21 of Sean Lucas or the 9 of Josh Colombiez receiving the free pass. The green flag has been shown. Final stage time for the Horsepower 400 at Kentucky.
You got room, you're clear then.
20 cars roar into turn 1, 2 by 2. Speeds are picking up. And so is the level of urgency. Drivers are running out of time to make moves and get up there to the front and take the lead, and they know that on this restart, there's no guarantee. It very well could be the last restart of the race, and they want to get up there and get the best track position they can so they don't lose touch with the leader and lose the draft. A little bit of contact there between Landon Jenkins and the 88 and the 8 of Noah Underwood. The 1 car of Charles Jackson goes up and finds the wall pretty significantly coming out of turn 2. It might even be enough damage to affect the handling and speed of that race car.
Nice and easy, you're 3 wide.
Now 4 wide coming out of turn 4. Trey Hollywood all the way down on the bottom. It was Charles Jackson all the way up on top, and it was Trenton Kretz and Alex Testall in the middle, and they all made it work somehow, some way. Back down to 2 by 2 they go. Never mind. 3 wide it is. Up the middle came Charles Jackson in the 1 car with a big run despite the damage on the right front of that machine. The draft is strong, and anybody can really make a solid run on anybody, so it's almost better to try to get up there and get the track position you can, so that way you're slingshotting with the drivers for the lead rather than for 7th, 8th, and 9th, but it is so much easier said than done.
Careful.
What makes these races at Kentucky so exciting is there's always about 15 drivers that deserve a top 5, and they're all over each other trying to settle it out. 24 of Aaron Garcia lost the lead there for a moment to the 8th car of Noah Underwood. Then the 8th gave it back up to the 88 of Landon Jenkins, who had a big run up on the outside, and now back to the bottom goes to 24. And the points leader is back out front and leading this race. But for how long? Against every corner, Alex, we have a lead change, it seems, and now to the inside comes Landon Jenkins looking for that very first career NOSSCAR Platinum Cup Series win. Landon is in the 88 car, the 2 Exalta Chevys out front.
Car outside. All right, you're clear.
Well, this is good stuff. 3 wide for 4th, 5th, and 6th now between Dawson Brush and the 25 up on the top, Charles Jackson in the 1 in the middle, and then Jeffrey Robinson Jr. in the 18 and Toyota down on the bottom, but Jeffrey lifted to let them settle at 2 by 2 instead. Better move there. You can tell he's been with us since 2017. Charles Jackson in the 1 might be the most aggressive driver out there. He is not afraid to force a 3 wide, whether he's the one in the middle or up top.
Got a car coming inside now. You're all clear up top.
Alex Testall is now leading the second group of cars running in 7th. And let me ask you this, is the 78 for position? D. Franklin?
Doesn't look like it, no.
I didn't think so, no. Thanks a bunch for the update. And remember...
Oh, we got a yellow.
Oh, we do. And only the second caution of the race for an on-track incident, and it involves the driver out of Spain, Pablo Hugo, in the 46. This caution saves a lot of drivers that lost touch with the lead pack, like Dustin Hardy and Dave Marks Jr., Josh Colombiez in the 9, Rush Downing in the 34. And some of those drivers have led laps in this race. So this changes everything, Alex. Bunches everybody back up for a big run again, and we've seen how wild these restarts can be.
Yeah, it's now that we got bunched up again, it's definitely going to pick up, I feel like, and also the free pass is going to go to Rockin' Lunatic.
Thanks very much. What position's he in?
I forgot. Sorry.
No problem, no problem. Thank you for letting me know.
I think he's 14th. I can't promise you, though.
No
Coming
problem.
to the green. Be ready
I
here.
believe we have 14, 15 cars on the lead lap, and we are ready to go for another wild and exciting restart at Kentucky Speedway. How many laps to go, Alex?
You got room. You're clear there.
It's 93 of 134, so like
You're clear.
I can
40-ish?
have that. Yeah, we got 41 to go here.
Yeah.
Oh,
it was a big
in the
one.
field.
There's
Call it a caution.
We got a big crash. Josh Colombias in the 9 is involved. Dustin Franklin in the 78 was involved. Pablo Hugo in the 46 has yet to miss a big crash. And now we have had our third caution of the race for an on-track incident. Alex, did you see what happened?
big wreck in the mirror. That's what I saw.
It involved about 4 or 5 cars. And now I think that somebody lost control, went down low, came back up the track, and Josh in the 9 had nowhere to go. Neither did Dustin Franklin in the 78, and once those two ran into the crash, a couple of others behind them had nowhere to go either.
Now that's going to put Dave Rule back on the lead lap, which will make 15.
And how about that? A driver that really needs a strong run. Not looking good for him so far to make the playoffs, but then again he started the season late, and now this puts 15 cars on the lead lap. Could be more if cars decided to take wave arounds, and puts Dave back up there with these drivers in position to win. He was up there driving along in the top 10 group before this yellow. The green flag is back in the air, Kentucky. We have under 40 laps to go, and 2 drivers leading the field right now are looking for their very first career NOSSCAR Platinum Cup Series win. Landon Jenkins in the 88 and Jeffrey Robinson Jr. in the 18. They're looking to park in a victory lane for the very first time in NOSSCAR's Premier Console Cup Series. Dustin Hardy in the 96 looking to do the exact same thing. There's a lot of drivers up there looking to do that. They are 4 wide and bouncing off each other with minor contact. They're all keeping it straight, amazingly enough.
Got one peeking inside. Hold your line there. Clear low there. All clear. Car high, careful there.
We expected this, folks. Round 21 of the season. Here at Kentucky Speedway, it's an exciting event every year. You're seeing why the restarts, the pack racing, the level of draft that these drivers get on each other. They can make runs at any given time. And now Alex Tesdall forces it 3 wide. The 25 went up and found the side of the 20 car because of it. And now deeper in the field, Sean Lucas in the 21. He was up in the top 10. He found the outside wall. He's going to drop back to 14.
Got one down low now.
Emily Seri, Sean Lucas, and Pablo Hugo were 3 wide a moment ago for 13th, 14th, and 15th. There's battles all over the racetrack. An amazing talent spread throughout the entire field as well. Landon Jenkins leads. Charles Jackson finds himself all the way back up into second after finding the wall a couple of times in the most recent stint, and he's got a chance yet again. But he's got Aaron Garcia looking to be inside for that second place position. This was going into 3 and 4. There you see that battle. And again, a similar story. The top 3 have broken away, but if the second group can pack up and get single file, then they might be able to run them back down. Second group is led by Noah Underwood in the 8 car, and then it's Alex Tesdall in 5th with Jeffrey Robinson Jr. in 6th, and then we find the 2x2 action. With Harold Burton, Dawson Brush, Trey, Hollywood, Trenton, Frentz. They're up in the top 10. It's Dustin Hardy in the 96 rounding out the top 10 and 10th. Easier for me to say than There's a couple of cars I need to keep in mind is all, and that's why I'm getting tongue-tied. The 78 of Destin Franklin, he fell a couple of laps down early in this race back in stage 1, and now heavy contact there between Dave Marks Jr. in the 41 and Rush Downing in the 34. It almost looked like Dave intentionally came over to the left to give a door there to Rush and maybe say, hey, I didn't appreciate something very much there. We missed the first half of this. Both cars still rolling in, resuming. They're towards the tail of the pack. It's a three-man band at the front, but they're battling for position now. Charles Jackson goes to the inside of the 24 for second, and that's going to allow the second group of cars, the second group of the three-man band, led by Noah Underwood, to possibly gain some ground here. And it's still anybody's race. We know these drivers are going to need to come to pit road before the end of this one, I do believe anyways. And whoa, there was contact a moment ago between the 1 and the 24. They straighten it back out. Will Landon leading the way. And what a feel-good story it would be if Landon Jenkins in the 88 car can hang on to climb victory lane for the very first time in the Platinum Cup Series. Just recently signed a deal full-time to drive for Timac Motorsports in the 2023 NOSSCAR Motormaster Series. He's turning a lot of heads here in NOSSCAR. They got a little bit sideways there for position just behind them, and it's a battle inside the top 10. In fact, it's the second trio of cars. And they held on to it. Now the one car got really loose coming out of turn 4. The 24 backed up to give them some extra space, and now there's 3 or 4 car lengths between them, and this is really allowing Noah in the 8, Alex in the 17, Jeffrey in the 18 to reel them in. Gotta wonder if there's some tire conservation and fuel conservation amongst any of these drivers, and if there is, it's maybe amongst the drivers near the middle of the pack or at the back, the ones that really do need to gamble to get a good finish here tonight. I think the ones up here in the top 6 and 7, I think they're running as hard as they can to try to run down the race leaders and try to get back in their draft again. Oh, and heavy contact for the 78 of Destin Franklin that was coming out of turn 2. And again, folks, he's not on the lead lap, and it was Josh Colm-Diaz in the 9 that had to take evasive action, and because of this, Dustin Hardy in the 96 is actually going to gain a position at this. It allows Sean Lucas to draw closer for position as well. Oh, and there was contact there between the 9 and the 78. The 9 goes up the track. And now the 96 of Dustin Hardy spins right in front of the 78. Contact was made between them. I think the 96 hit the apron. And we're still green. It's going to cost Dustin Hardy very dearly. He's going to lose a lot of track position because of this, and he's definitely got some front-end damage he is going to need to repair. Under his next pit stop, which is going to probably be under green. A lot of the field is spread at this point. This late juncture in the stage. Oh, Trey Hollywood finds the wall coming out of turn 2. He was battling with Trenton Prince when that happened, but he's going to soldier on and continue. He's going to soldiering on. Dustin Franklin doing the same. A little bit of front end damage for him. This has not been his race here tonight at Kentucky Speedway. He's got one chance left before the end of tonight's festivities to redeem himself, and that comes at Pocono Raceway, the tricky triangle. And back up towards the front we go. It's the top 7 that have kind of grouped up now. It's still the 88 of Landon Jenkins leading. Aaron Garcia runs second, Charles Jackson in third, Noah Underwood is in fourth, Alex Pesdall in fifth, Jeffrey Robinson Jr. in sixth, Dawson Brush in seventh. All 7 of them are on your screen and battling for position. Driver running in eighth is Harold Burden in the 16 car, but the problem for him is he's got no draft help, no dancing partner. He's kind of just out there cruising along, hoping for something to happen. Brent's in the 20 is running in ninth. Similar story for him, just kind of cruising and waiting to see how the rest of this race all unfolds. And Trey Hollywood in the 48 rounds out the top 10.
Hold your line, got one inside. You got room, you're clear.
And we have a new race leader. The points leader, folks, Aaron Garcia in the 24, 4 wins for him this season, looking to make it 5 here tonight in the horsepower 400 at Kentucky. He's led a lot of laps tonight, and he's leading some more.
Stay high up there.
Able to get around his teammate Landon Jenkins, and now Charles Jackson draws closer for the second place position. Gotta wonder if some of these drivers have been saving some fuel in the draft to maybe stretch their tires of fuel as long as possible, maybe even take only a splash of fuel on their green flag pit stops.
Careful, still there. All right, you're clear.
Charles Jackson. Yep, Charles in the one's going to surrender a top 5 spot, and he's going to come to pit road. How many laps to go, Alex?
21.
All right, so 21 laps to go. He's easily going to make it from here the rest of the way. I do believe anyways, and it's going to be 4 tires and fuel, you got to believe. And he looked like a genius earlier. It almost, him short pitting, it almost gave him the stage win. Ultimately, it gave him second. And I didn't think that he was going to be able to run a solid speed without having draft help, but he did. So we'll have to see if this forces the hand of the other drivers to come to pit road for their service. Aaron Garcia, Landon Jenkins, Noah Underwood, your top 3. Dawson Brush running in 4th, Alex Tezdal running in 5th, and I believe Landon in the 88, he just signaled he's going to come to pit road this time. Noah's a veteran driver. He knows, and oh no, it was the other Exalta car that signaled he's coming, and it's Aaron Garcia surrendering the race lead and bringing it to pit road, and here comes Alex Tezdal. Doing the same thing, gives up 5th. Been a strong run for both of those drivers, been a strong run for a lot of these drivers, and it's still anybody's race, in my opinion. There's a lot of front-end damage all of a sudden here to the 18 of Jeffrey Robinson Jr. He was up there in the top 6 before the scheduled pit stops began. Don't know what caused that, but that's going to hinder the performance of that Toyota. And with under 20 to go, I don't know if you want to take the time to repair it. It kind of depends on how long it's going to take. More pit stops. Aaron Garcia in the 24. Alex Tezdal in the 17, they're leaving pit road, and other drivers, Emily Sari, the Canadian, in the 11. She's on pit road. She was running in 13th before the cycle of pit stops began. Made the playoffs for 2022 Motormaster and Truck Series, and right now finds herself in a playoff spot for the Platinum Cup Series as well for Juicy J Motorsports. Now, I know some drivers have not come to pit road quite yet, but we should note the one car has come out in front of the 24, and the 25 has come out behind both of them. So when this all cycles through, it looks like it's going to be Charles Jackson that is your race leader. The only thing is he'll have about 2 laps older tires than the drivers around him, and if they can get grouped up and draft up to him, Charles might have a bit of a tough time battling with them, having slightly older tires. Time will tell, folks, and we'll see how it all unfolds from here. Under 20 to go for the horsepower 400 at Kentucky. I'm going to have no voice tomorrow, and I am so okay with it. Landon Jenkins in the 88 is on pit road, looking for that very first NOSSCAR Platinum Cup Series
96
win.
had a big moment down the backstretch. Sorry to interrupt.
No problem at all. That's why I need you, brother. We need updates like that. It's hard to catch everything with a 20-car field at a mile and a half, or any track for that matter. Noah Underwood and Trenton Trent's on pit road as well, and we're getting word. The 96, a big moment. Justin Hardy had high hopes to get his first career win here tonight at Kentucky. Had a solid car, especially early in the going, but since then the race has taken a dramatic turn for him. He's got some damage on both ends of the vehicle. Looking to just limp it home to try to get top 10, top 15 at this point. Trenton Prince leaves his pit stall. He's leading. And the 8 car, Noah Underwood's going to do the same. And it actually kind of looks like the 20 gained some ground on the 8 car. In the exchange of pit stops, I don't think he was right on his back bumper beforehand. They will be battling up there in the top 5 or 6 when this is all cycled through. Who do you have as your race leader?
16 is out front right now.
That was my guess, but I threw it on the 1 car as another hunch. And now Jeffrey Robinson Jr. in the 18 has brought his Toyota back to pit road. He's going to service the vehicle, maybe repair some of the damage, but that is a heartbreaker. I think this is an extra pit stop. And even if it isn't, he's going to have to repair the damage, I think, in order to be up to full song and full strength. It was such a promising run for the former NOSSCAR champion on NASCAR 15. Pardon me. And it's the 16 of Harold Burton out front. We know for sure he's going to have to come to pit road for scheduled service, and we know the longer he stays out there, the more time he's giving up to the cars that have already come to pit road for 4 tires and gas. And out here, logging laps, leading laps, getting the camera time. And if a caution comes out, then he's trapped a lot of cars a lap down. He'll be able to pit, have the lead, and have the freshest tires as well. So there is some strategy in this. You can't blame him. He's going to get about a 7th to 11th place finish if he didn't try something like this. Good battle between Alex Tesdall and Trenton Prince, and it's not too far in front of Josh Colombiez in the 9 either. Ray Hollywood in the 48 car is coming back onto the racetrack. And hearing from Alex Tesdall, the 16 is on pit road, and I believe this is with 14 laps to go. We'll confirm with Alex next time he crosses the line.
10 to go.
Oh, wow, yeah, they click off quickly here.
And 21 is the leader right now.
How about it, folks? Long-time NOSSCAR driver Sean Lucas looking for that very first NOSSCAR win on the NASCAR Heat game. He's got 3 wins in NOSSCAR, back on NASCAR 15 Victory Edition. You can see the speed difference between him and the cars that have already come to pit road for 4 tires. I don't think it's at all possible for Sean to make it all the way to the end without pitting. No matter what he's going to need to bring the 21 Brett Baker Racing forward to pit road, but a strong run for him tonight. Solid job to get out there and lead some laps. He's in a playoff spot in the point standings coming into tonight's races. And win, lose, or draw here at Kentucky, that's not going to change. Got a pretty good gap over the playoff cut line. In other words, what I'm saying is you might as well, Alex. If you know you're only going to finish about, 7th or on back, you might as well try a strategy like this if you're known for fuel consumption. Stay out as long as you can, maybe trap some drivers a lap down if you get a caution, and then restart as the leader with equal tires to everybody. Sometimes it's worth the gamble. It happens.
I mean, yeah, we could catch a late yellow and he could be sitting pretty, but as it looks, I don't know.
Well, that's why they call it a gamble. The field is quite spread. They are strung around this track very well, so it's unlikely that we are going to get a caution.
Car high, careful. You got room.
Pablo Hugo coming in for a quick pit stop here with about 5 laps remaining, 6 laps remaining, and we saw another car leaving pit road a moment ago. Some of these drivers were stretching it. Some of them were already 1 lap down, but still trying to stretch it to get every point they can. And now we have turned our attention back to what will be the battle for the win once Sean Lucas makes his scheduled pit stop. And wow, what a race it is. There's 6 of them, and you can throw a blanket on top of them. Landon Jenkins, Dawson Brush, Noah Underwood, Aaron Garcia, Josh Colombiez, and Charles Jackson. They're all up there in the top 6, and they're all battling for the win here at Kentucky. Harold Burton runs in 7th. He's got the freshest tires amongst the top 7, but I don't think he's going to catch them before the end of this one. Landon is looking to hang on to get his very first NOSSCAR Platinum Cup Series win. Aaron in the 24 is the points leader. He's got 4 wins this season. Noah Underwood in the 8 car, no wins for him this season in Platinum Cup, but he's got 12 career Platinum Cup Series wins. He's no stranger to victory lane in this series. Dawson Brush shocked the world in that number 25 car, driving the 4 car at Darlington, winning the Southern 500, and now here he is in the 25 car at Kentucky, signing a new deal, and he's up there battling for the win at Kentucky as well with these guys. Josh in the 9 has lost touch with these drivers. His off sequence in terms of strategy, he came to pit road very early for his final pit stop, and this is why he's having a tough time staying in the draft with them. Charles Jackson has 2 3-lap older tires than all of these drivers, and that's also why he's having a tough time making runs and getting back to the bottom of them. And they are battling hard for second and third. The 8 car of the 8 car of Noah Underwood, the 25 of Dawson Brush, and that is making it very difficult to catch the race leader, Landon Jenkins. Coming at a 4, I think we've only got 5 laps remaining. For 4 laps remaining, we're going to confirm with Alex Tesdall, driver to 17.
We have 3 to go.
Oh man, thank you very much. And down the back straightaway go the leaders. Only 2.5 laps to go. Are we watching history, folks?
Careful.
We've seen a few different drivers find victory lane for the very first time in their NOSSCAR careers at Kentucky. Just seems to be one of those tracks. 2 laps to go.
Couple more turns. 2 more. 2 to go. You're clear all around there.
Now that they have stopped battling for second and third, it's allowed Noah to gain a little bit of ground, but I don't know if he's going to get there in time. The 88 just looks so strong. Coming out of 4, he's going to see the white flag, and it'll be the final lap here for the Horsepower 400 at Kentucky. Landon Jenkins is looking to hang on.
Got a car coming
I don't think the 8 car is close enough to make a run.
Got one
And as long as Landon Jenkins has a pretty clean 3 and 4, I don't think Noah's going to get there. He's got to protect the bottom. Oh, he gave him the bumper. Landon Jenkins doing everything he can to try to get this win. And now Aaron Garcia with a big move to the inside. It was 3 wide. And Aaron Garcia is going to win the Horsepower 400. Noah Underwood and Charles Jackson crashing after the checkered flag was waved. And a wild move there at the very end by Noah. The bump and run to Landon Jenkins. Both of them went up the hill. And Aaron Garcia was able to get to the inside of both of them and take the lead and take the win at Kentucky. And it's a heartbreaking situation for Landon in the 88. You can't blame Noah for going for it either. And you can't blame Aaron Garcia for pouncing and making it 3 wide and taking the win when the hole opened up. Congratulations to Aaron and a heartfelt runner-up finish there, and a shout-out to Landon Jenkins on a wild finish here at Kentucky. We expected it, and it delivered. Don't forget photos of the results, Alex. Thanks so much, buddy. What a race and what a finish we just saw. And that's 2 wild finishes, 2 weeks in a row, where Aaron Garcia, your points leader, has been able to overcome the odds and find victory lane.